Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Random Encounters Guild. We're back. We took a couple of weeks off after our Alien game wrapped up, and we're trying a new game this evening from Monolith Games. They have the CONAN license now. They put out a board game a couple of years ago, and they ran a successful Kickstarter for this role-playing game. Tonight we're going to run the quick start story, the Seal of Acheron, and hopefully we'll get it done in one night. I'm not too good with one shots. I don't know that I've ever successfully completed one. So we're going to see what happens.
It's really easy. When it's time to end it, you just go, you all die.
Everybody died.
Hey, look at that TPK.
So I am Guildmaster Scott. I kind of take care of things here at the guild. I run a lot of games. I play in most of the games that I'm not running. Every now and then, I just kind of let somebody else take a seat and kind of watch over things. But yeah, I started this 5 years ago as a way to meet new people and play new games, and we have a pretty solid little community built up over on Discord if you would like to join us. And now the chat here is mirrored as well. I am perplexed. It is fixed. If you'd like to join us over on Discord, please do. We have a good group of people there. Speaking of joining us there, we have a new player this evening. Tim is joining us. This is his first time playing in one of our games. He came into the guild a couple of weeks ago now, and I think we're going to be playing Survivor together, or not Survivor. Traveler. I think we're going to be playing Traveler together. That will be run by Kevin. It's still kind of, I'm still not
If he gets
sure.
himself in gear.
Still not sure if I'm playing in that or not. I can't. Tim kind of acted like not you, Tim, the other Tim. Oh, that could be really. Now we got two Scots and two Tims.
Now we just need another Jenna.
And I've got a brother named Tim,
no.
which is hilarious to me that I've got now there's Scots and Tims in this. Now I just need a Tony. My other brother is Tony. But yeah, so Tim is joining us this evening. He is a long-term gamer who apparently is responsible for Jenna being in the game. So all of this is his fault. And I'm also joined, as always, by my right hand, Jenna. And so we're going to just kind of jump into this. This is a new game. It's a completely different mechanic. But it's actually really simple and easy to pick up. It's not overly crunchy. So on your character sheets there, you guys will see at the top you have your four skills. You have might, edge, grit, and wits. And there's a value under each one of those and a die. A D6 or a D8. Actually, it looks like with this being an intro, all of your die rolls are going to be D6s. So maybe you don't need all the dice. You just need a D6 and a D6 and a D10. But when I ask you to roll a check, if I ask you to roll a might check, you will roll a D6 and add whatever that value is. So like for Angus, he would roll a D6 and add 5. And then if there's any bonuses involved, you would add that on top. And I will set a number that you have to beat. You need to get over that number. If it's an attack on another creature or an NPC or monster or something, you will be rolling against their defense, and you'll have to hit above that. And also, every roll you roll, except for initiative rolls, every skill check, every attack, defense, all of it, anything except initiative, you'll roll a d10, which is called the flex die. If you roll a 10 on that d10, that is this game's version of a crit. You have some cool effects that you can use. I have some options for you. So like if it's a skill check, you can add a stamina point to your total stamina. If it's an attack, you can add damage or do max damage actually. Actually, if I remember right, you roll the damage as normal and add the max damage. Which is kind of crazy, but it's also Conan, so it's a fairly dangerous game. So so the flex die can save you in certain situations. So yeah, you can add stamina when a character scores a flex as part of any check or attack that fails. The check can be a pass instead of a fail. So you can roll a 1 on your die roll, which is normally is a fail, but if you roll a 10 on your flex die, that makes it a success.
Okay.
And then if you roll on your damage roll, when a character scores a flex as part of a damage roll, they may choose to inflict massive damage. To do this, total the damage roll is normal, but also add to the total the maximum result that the weapon's allotted damage die could roll. If the weapon has a static damage value instead of a die, then double the damage instead. But there again, that's a choice. You can either choose to do massive damage, or you can get a stamina point back. So if you're low on stamina, you may want to get that stamina point. Or if the creature's on its last legs and you're about to kill it, you may not need all that damage, so you would take the stamina. You know, it's that kind of the stamina is the meta currency of the game.
You always need all that damage. Just saying.
Well, we'll see. But that is pretty much the mechanic. When you do an attack, it goes against their defense rating. So like on your character sheet, you'll see your defense there on the top right. You have defense physical and sorcery. So if something attacks you with a knife or sword or axe or bow, that would go against your physical defense. So that would be the number that I would have to beat to hit you. If it's a sorcery attack, we go with the sorcery defense. And if the attack is a success, then you factor in your armor. So for Sheer, her armor,
I don't have armor.
not wearing armor. I don't think either one of you are wearing armor.
We are not.
All right, neither one of you are wearing armor, so we won't have to deal with
Makes
that.
it nice and easy.
But like, Angus has 40 hit points and Sheer has 30, so it's not like you're, squishy and about to die. But should you find armor, you can always do that. But there are. I will suggest you take a look at your skill, under there on the bottom right. There's skills and effects, and origin bonuses. So like with Sheer down at the very bottom of the sheet in little bitty type, it says origin bonuses +1 to all edge checks and attacks. So you're going to get your D6 plus 5 plus a 1, and then plus any other modifiers that may come in. And with Angus there, you're going to, at the start of each tale, you choose Might, Edge, or Grit. For the duration of that tale, apply +1 to all checks and attacks related to the chosen stat. So we can go ahead and do that right now. I will tell you, Angus is the barbarian character, so the majority of your your combat stuff is going to be might.
Right.
With your great sword and your dagger and all that is going to be might. But if you want to go with grit, that's up to you. Edge is like agility, moving around. Wits, of course, is brains. So, but I'm assuming you want to go with might.
Yes, definitely go with might.
All right, so that will be a +1 to any check or attack. So make note of that, because I will not remember it. I will do my best, but
he's kind of doing a bunch of stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
So
what? You mean I have to know what my own character does? No.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Speaking of which, Tim, if you didn't see in the Discord, I sent a fillable version of your barbarian sheet, so hopefully that'll be a little bit easier to keep track.
Yes, I saw. Thank you very much.
Because my toxic trait is I can't just leave it be. I have to I have to fix it.
That is Jenna.
Yeah.
I was filling out paperwork for a doctor's appointment the other day, and I sent them back better PDF doctor paperwork than what they sent me, because I was like, no. No.
Oh, Princess Donut. Okay, so we will jump in, try to get through this tale. So Angus and Sheer have been a team now for a while, and yes, they have a wolf. Jenna, what is the wolf's name? See, you've been picking on me for like the last 2 hours.
I think.
But here I am, giving you a wolf.
Sheer's name is Sheer Gold, so the wolf's name is Silver.
Okay.
Or gold
and
and
it's
silver.
white. It's an albino wolf. It's a white wolf.
Or it could be gray. But I mean, yeah, an albino wolf's pretty sick.
All right, so you guys have been a team for a minute now. I don't know if you're related to each other or if there's some kind of connection, but or if you're just partners in crime. But you just kind of move from job to job and just try to stay alive and do what you have to do to get your next meal. We pick up in a tavern in the city of Zamora.
That's my niece.
It is.
It's kind of unclear why you're in Zamora, but you're here and you're in a tavern.
That's why we're here. Tavern, wine.
Yes, grab if you have an ale, please grab it. If you're fancy, grab yourself a white wine. But the air, this tavern is called the Brazen Buzzard. The air in the Brazen Buzzard is thick and purpled with smoke. At this late hour, most patrons slump in their chairs or squat in the alley outside, emptying their guts. A few snickering rogues toss dice in a corner, but after long days battling on the border, most of these sellswords ride weary, spent all their earnings, and now barely cling to consciousness. And then there's Radon. your brother in arms, who sits erect, gnawing on an hours-old joint of beef. He leans in, licks his lips, and whispers, "Been meaning to propose you all something that might prove more lucrative than sword selling. What say you? Fancy risking your hide for more coin than you could spend on a prince's ransom?"
But of course. What else is there?
I think the reason that we are together is that I have, you caught me stealing from you, and I still kind of owe you like a debt. And I think the reason we're in Zamora is because I am, according to the little backstory thing that I have, running out of places that I can just live without a bunch of enemies trying to kill me, because I just can't keep my hands to myself. So, the second you say, anything about payment, I'm like, I got time.
And debts.
You tell the story your way, I'll tell it my way.
He spins you a tale. According to Radon, there was a recent earthquake followed by massive sandstorms in the southeast. It had unearthed an ancient ruin. Topmost portion seems to be a dome, and then at its center is a tiny aperture, a seal. And he kind of looks at Sheer and says, maybe a capable thief might gain entrance. I'm not sure what's inside. Could be gold, could be jewels, could be relics. The possibilities are mind-blowing. I would go and find, check it out myself. But yesterday in battle, I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh, congrats.
In the book, it's leg, but it had to, gotta say knee.
Of course.
Anyone who's played that game knows you have to. I used to be an adventurer like you, but I took an arrow to the knee. Therefore, I can't make the two-day journey to the site, let alone like make it down into the depths of this thing. There's just no way I could. I would be an anchor dragging you guys down. But I will provide you a map to the location. In exchange, I just ask for a third of the wealth.
A third for a map.
And the knowledge that, like, you wouldn't even know this existed without me.
Now, Angus, I think the fourth of a cut that he's asking for is reasonable.
I'd say a quarter.
Third. We split it evenly, or I go find someone else.
I'll tell you what. You don't go find someone else, and we don't split you evenly.
I mean, split evenly is quarters. Silver's got to get haircut.
Look at this face.
I'm unsure how you're going to get a wolf down into this location, but that's between the two of you. But that has nothing to do with me.
We'll manage. We always do.
I'm going to pull out a dagger, a nasty looking thing. One that has obviously been sharpened many, many times. So it's got, it looks like it was obviously not originally curved, and now it's been sharpened enough that it's getting a curve to it on one end. And it hasn't been cleaned off from the last time she stabbed somebody. My Apple Pencil. She's gonna hold it up to you. Who else did you tell? How many maps you got?
I haven't told anyone. and there aren't any maps. At the moment, it's in my head. If you agree to terms, I will create a map for you. But before then, there's nothing physical in existence.
Just know this, Radon. If you're screwing us over, we will be back one way or another. And you'll get your cut.
I'm counting on it. I want you to come back. And by the way, for anybody on stream, what you're seeing there is the glorious world map of the Hyborian Age from the book. It is a gorgeous map. I wanted to throw that up there. It was just too pretty not to put on screen.
It is impressive.
It's a nice map. That's the kind of map that you get like framed for a background.
I think in the Kickstarter they did a big blowout, like maybe not a cloth version of it, but I think they did like a big poster.
Like canvas?
Yeah. I could be wrong though. The Kickstarter for this was in October of last year, so it's been a minute. It still hasn't come out yet, but it was very successful. It was backed, successfully backed. But
as someone in the industry, let me tell you, it takes a long time. Like once it's funded, then you can start paying your people. Yeah. Like my job with layout doesn't start until after the writers and the editors and the artists get to it, and then I need a couple weeks to do my job before it goes back to the editors. Like it's a process.
The only company that doesn't do that is Freely. Like they literally have everything complete before they do the Kickstarter.
That's because they have money.
Yeah, that's because they're one of the biggest companies in the business. But they do all the layout, all the everything, except for the stretch goals. And then they start the Kickstarter and pay everybody, after that. So
anyway,
some of these smaller companies can't make that happen. And it's understandable.
Right.
I'm creating a game, and I can't even imagine what I'm going to have to do to ever see it in a physical format.
Ask me.
Which, by the way, Jenna, I had a bit of a breakthrough this morning. I completely kind of rebuilt the mechanic.
Nice. We can talk about it later. For now, one shot. This is why you can't finish one shot.
Yes, exactly.
What are you doing? Are you agreeing to his terms? Three ways or no?
Tell him that he can have a 3-way cut of anything we find in that specific place. Not anything we find on the way or on the way back, or of any other competent thieves who might have not made it all the way through. You get a third of exactly what you're asking for.
Yeah.
So a third minus expense.
I'm not going to be with you and fighting. If you get into some kind of crazy, something going on the way on the 2-day trip down there, I'm not going to expect you to cut that with me. That's
kind of elbows him like that ever happens.
That's your business. But I just want a share of what's in the site.
So a third minus expenses. Got it.
Okay.
The brains of the operation.
So he will draw you a map out into the desert. 2 days in, 2 days back. Are you going on foot? Are you going to rent horses or camels or I don't remember if either one of you had any money. Actually, money isn't like the biggest thing in this game. It's not for it to be based on treasure hunting.
Yeah, there isn't anywhere to track money on the sheet.
Yeah.
So, but you wouldn't be running around, like you may not be loaded, but you wouldn't be running around destitute either. So if you want to rent a the idea of money, wealth, and belongings in game is deliberately abstract. That is to say that players need not record gold or valuables, and possessions do not come with a material cost attached. In fact, aside from weapons and armor, other belongings and equipment have no inherent rules. Instead, GMs are encouraged to use the rule of threes to emulate the presence or lack of an item that would aid something. So the rule of three is the way they modify difficulty. So if you're trying something super simple, you would get a -3 to your roll, which would drop your target down, or actually a +3 to your roll. Something super hard would be a -3, which would modify your roll. That's what they call the rule of threes. A character with some rope may gain a +1 modifier to any check related to climbing. Alternatively, the GM could apply -1 to all PCs that do not possess a rope. This level of flexibility is designed to make things quick and simple. So, yeah, so I'm not going to say you're completely broke. You may not may not be rolling in gold, but you're not broke. So, now 2 days is by foot. So if you were to rent horses or camels or steal horses or camels, I would say that would drop that down to 1 day. But he draws you a map out to the southeast, and hands it to you, and he shakes both of your hands and says, I'll meet you here at the buzzard when you get back, and I hope you're safe and you make it back, and we're all rich.
All right.
If a wolf can't get down there, how would a horse get down there?
What he's talking about is actually in the, like I said, there's a dome coming up out of the sand with a hole. Like, you're not going to take your horse into a dungeon, are you?
Oh, well, I mean,
No.
If I were playing a different character, I might bring it for food, but I was
like I said, you're free to walk it. It's a 2-day travel by foot and 1 day by horse. If you want to buy, rent, or steal,
Acquire.
That's up to you guys. Or we can just do the travel by foot and call it 2 days.
Let's acquire horses, call it 1 day, and then we'll just tie them up as close as we can get. And if the wolf seriously can't get down there, then Silver is going to guard the horses in an actual guard the horses kind of way, like sheepdog kind of thing.
See, Tim, that's how I do things. I give her the thing she's asking for, and then I make it to where she can't use it. That's the only way I know how to handle.
We know.
The only reason I'm not fighting about this is because it's a one-shot, and I'm trying to keep us on time. If I rules lawyer every single thing that you say, we'll be here for 6 months.
Actually, what we're going into, if you want to pull some kind of rope-like situation, create a harness and throw Silver down there and lower him down slowly, it's perfectly fine. Silver can go in with you. I'm joking. But the horses cannot. The horses can't fit through the hole.
No, screw the horses. I don't care about them. We can tie them up. We can tie them up outside. That's great. So we end up making one of those little tiny like purse dog harnesses for Silver, like what they have in like Legally Blonde. but it's like leather and with like blood on it because we're playing Conan.
Yeah. And I suggest about 4 days rations too.
Not a bad idea.
Angus suggests 4 days rations, genuinely thinking that that's 2 days rations. He just can't count. Or maybe he's very hungry.
I meant 4 days rations each. 1 for on the way there, 1 for while we're there, and 2 for on the way back because the horses have run off.
You're smarter
Now,
than you
and I
look.
will say, like, if you're renting horses, like, they will come with food for 4 days. If you're renting them for 4 days, they will come with food for 4 days. If you're stealing them, you're gonna have to feed them and water them. That's on you. So, are you stealing them, or are renting them?
Stealing them starts to sound more and more expensive.
Let's rent horses, and when they don't come back, they will have already counted as stolen, and then we will have done both.
Good plan.
So let's get down there. To the dome.
To the dome.
So yeah, you hit the road and you're traveling through the desert. And as evening begins to fall, you both of you give me. Let's do a. Back up here. So I know I'm doing the right, asking for the right thing. So might is measure of physical strength. Edge is physical sharpness, so that's agility. Grit is a measure of pain tolerance, stamina, constitution, resistance to poison. Wits is the character's eloquence of speech, rhetoric, ability to decipher languages and symbols. So let's do edge roll. Both of you give me an edge roll, and we're going to say it is... we're going to say it is a moderate roll, so you're going to need to beat a 7. So you're going to roll your whatever the die is in your edge and add the value, and then like Sheer gets +1 to all edge attacks, rolls and attacks. So you'll add 6 instead of 5. So give me a D6 and add your value.
We're going with a metallic bronze, copper. Why not? Get back in there, drawer. All right. Okay. I have... My edge is 5, and I get a +1, so 9.
Okay, Angus, what did you roll?
I've rolled, and I got a 5.
Okay.
No, just a 5.
Yeah.
4 + 1, 5. Starting out great.
You guys, well, now you should. Your value is. Oh, you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an automatic failure. So yeah.
Yes.
Unless you want to spend stamina to. I mean, there's no like big. This isn't like D&D where there's a fumble is, a -1 is, or a 1 is a bad thing. It's just not. It doesn't succeed. So in this case, it's not worth spending a stamina point. But you guys are riding, and Sheer will stop and like alert you, and you guys see a group. You're getting close to where Radon said this dome is, and you may actually even be kind of seeing it off in the distance, but you notice, Sheer notices a group of men or people. Seems like they're walking away from the dome, but they don't have torches. They're not on horses, but they're kind of they're moving away from the dome. They don't see you, but you see them.
I would like to tell Silver and Angus, sit, stay, and I'm going to I'm going to sneak around behind them and see if I can get a closer look, see if I can figure out what's going on with them.
So off on foot.
Yeah, I mean once I don't know how far away they are, so I will get like within reasonable closeness and then like try and sneak, because you said that they were on foot too, right? So
Yeah, they're on foot.
Try to stay behind dunes or something so that we can not be seen by them.
So that will be you're going to roll an edge roll, and I'm going to say you're going to roll against.
sure.
Against it's going to be a contest. So you're going to roll against them. If they roll higher, they see you. If you roll higher, they don't see you.
Okay, I have an extra +1 to edge checks involving stealth, so I'm
Yes.
going to have
So that's 2.
so I'm going to have a +7 to this roll.
Yes. And they have a roll. I've got stats for them, and so I'm going to roll and see what we get.
But I only rolled a 2, so that's a 9.
That still beats their 7.
I'm
So-
also my
Very good.
I will be right back because my thingy is in the other room. 1 second.
Yeah. Her thingy's in the other room.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So
hey, well,
go ahead.
I'll still be listening while she's gone. I'm going to go refill my water. So
We can just go to
but I'll hear.
we'll go to the break screen. We'll just come back in a minute. We'll be back in just a
Okay.
minute, everybody. I need to get a drink as well, so we'll just come back in just a second.
Okay.
the reference to the being tired of milking goats. Kind of apropos for me.
All right, we're back, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Sorry for that. So, what Sheer sees when she sneaks up on this group of men, you see three men in they're dressed in like leather armor, and they have bows and axes, and they just seem to be, they have a camp but not a fire.
How many?
And it's within, like, they can see the dome from where they're at.
Okay. Can I hear any conversation? Were they like lamenting that they couldn't pick the lock or something? Like, or are they like, oh man, there's so much in there, we couldn't even fit it all in our pockets. I guess we'll have to come back later. Like, what?
They just they're kind of grumbling about being out in the middle of the desert, and it's starting to get night, and it's going to be cold, and like it's going to be a couple of days. We're going to be out here. This sucks. This is horrible. They're just kind of like, griping.
Men always complaining.
Don't always complain. Anyway, how many did you say there were?
She says complaining about men.
Yes.
There's three.
Three, thank you.
But they don't look
what
like
Sheer
they
like to do with this.
But they don't look like they have like full treasure pouches or
No.
They don't look like they're like wounded or battered or
No. It's almost like like you don't really know why they're here, but they're here in eyesight of the dome and without a fire. And they're not happy.
There's a bunch of ways we could handle this. I'm going to slip back over to where Angus and everybody else is camped, I assume, at this point, and just tell them what I heard. And what do you think we should do? Should we just kill them and take their stuff, or?
I mean, if we don't kill them or get rid of them one way or another, they're just going to steal our stolen horses. Well, the horses we plan on stealing anyway.
They seem a little hapless, though. If we leave them alive and they're just hanging out where they are, they could be sort of an alarm system for us.
And as I said, they don't know you're there, so it's possible you could wait them out, let them go to sleep, and then try to get into the dome. That you did see, like when you went to catch them, there is like sticking up out of the sand. There's this dome structure that, oddly, for something that is buried in the sand, it's not weathered. It looks brand new, but it looks like it's sticking up out of the sand, like it's been buried for millennia, but it's not damaged by time in the desert. It looks like it's pristine. So you could wait them out and let them go to sleep for the night, and then try to make your entrance then without them knowing you're there.
You know what else we could do?
I'm listening.
We could go up and play nice and make friends and share things, and they share their things, and we go in together, and everything works better and easier, and we're all gonna split an equal take. And then
we can split other things.
And then split that equal take.
No love lost on them, sure.
Oh, they hate it out here. They would feel much better if they didn't have to sit through the cold night.
Well, yeah. I'm sure it's probably plenty warm inside the domes.
Listen, I'm not playing 3 NPCs.
You don't have to. But also, like, coward.
They're all named Bill, and they're all complete idiots.
Well, how do you want to play this? You want to go up first and play all nice and have me follow, or me walk up and you just sneak up behind them?
You go. I'll sneak. Silver can flank. If they're nice, they're nice. If they're not for long.
Sounds like a plan. Let's see what they're doing here.
All right. So, I mean, see, that's one of the things about this game, Angus. There, if you want to sneak, you can. It's an edge roll. But if you just want to be Conan and walk right into their camp, then that's on you as well. But if you want to sneak, you can. You don't have to be a thief to sneak. It's all in the diary.
Right.
Like
right.
You have a D6 with a +4. So if you want to try to be sneaky, you can. Or if you're going to walk right in, or if you guys are just going to go up to the thing, it's up to you. If you seem like you're going to go confront these guys, but that was all I wanted to say. Is you can sneak as well. Just because you're not the thief doesn't mean you can't sneak. That's the way this game is made.
Oh. I was assuming that this is another band of people that same guy hired. Like he's sending multiple. That's my assumption.
Possible.
But
they've been here and like they're not going in, so there's that.
Right. So as far as the sneaking, you remember my nat 1? That's my typical rolls or nat 1s. So just for the so everybody knows.
I like you.
I can't roll that. Lucky in love, unlucky in dice. But anyway.
Sounds like you should be playing like Dune or games where you have to roll under Cthulhu, that sort of thing.
There you go. But no, I'll leave the horses behind and just start walking up. Still have my great sword strapped to my back, I assume. Dagger at the side, and I'll start walking up. Possibly giving a distraction for Sheer to do her sneaky stuff.
And exactly. That will give you Sheer win. So I'm going to need another agility or edge roll from you. But now you've already got a +2. Now you get another +2 because Angus is distracting them, so they don't. So you get a +4 now on top of your.
So I rolled a 13.
All right. So you they have no idea you're there, and I will actually say they. And I'm completely forgetting the flex die. You guys haven't rolled a flex die not once. This entire
we roll
time.
it every time?
Yes, every time except initiative rolls.
Okay.
And I that was the one thing I was like, I gotta remember that, and I've completely forgot it every single time. Flex die is every roll except initiative.
Okay.
So if you want to right now, give me a D10 and we'll move forward with that.
We'll do gray and black for silver. Will be my flex die. Silver will be my flex die. That's a 4.
All right. So I mean, it's still a success. There's no issue there. They have no idea you're there. they have no idea Silver is there. So Angus just walks into their camp, and they all three of them kind of stand up and are kind of startled. And it's like, what are you doing? What's going on? Why are you here? What do you want?
Saw you sitting here. Wanted to know what you were doing here. You're talking like you don't want to be here. Why are you even out here? I'm just wandering through the desert.
We have to stay here through the night so that we've got a place to stay, and then tomorrow we'll move on.
You're just staying here for the night, not using a fire?
We've got no means to make a fire.
You're going to be awfully cold tonight.
That we can use?
If you had enough perception to hear Sheer, you would hear a pfft.
You can actually hear Jenna's eyes roll.
These guys are some level 1 mooks. Didn't even bring the bedrolls.
You're not taking shelter inside that structure over there? It would be better. Out of the wind.
We went and looked. There's a seal on the door. There's like a door on the top of that dome, but it's got a lock on it. We can't figure out how to. We couldn't figure out how to open it.
It's a lock. You break it.
It seemed like something that needed to be like we were just scared to like. It's not something that we do. We're just trying to get to. We're just trying to get to the next town. We're not looking to go on a dungeon crawl. We're just wanting to get out of this desert. But night's falling and.
Normally I would ask if I believe them, but they don't even have a fire going, so I'm just gonna let this ride.
No horses. Where are you coming from?
We're coming down from the north.
And heading for?
Zamora.
About a 2 days walk that way.
Oh,
I'd recommend you just keep going through the night. Less heat. Better for you. You can't make a fire anyway. Just walk.
Well, we've been walking for days, but are you telling us that we're in danger?
You're in the middle of the desert. Of course you're in danger. Especially at night. Never sleep. Not at night.
No, are you threatening us? Are you telling us if we don't leave, we're in danger?
Is my knife to your throat?
No, not yet.
Then obviously I'm not threatening you.
Okay, well...
These guys haven't lived around here very long, have they?
We're going to rest, and then we will make our way to Zamora in the morning. As I said, do you have a flint and steel we could borrow to make a fire? What brings you out here, stranger? Alone, nonetheless.
The structure.
Ah.
I mean, you want to join us?
No.
Come on over. We'll go on in. We'll get some treasure and we'll leave. It's that simple.
No, that doesn't sound like something that we would be interested in doing. We're low level mooks,
got it.
Apparently. Yeah, if you want to go in, by all means, go on in. But no, we'll stay out here, and then this first light, we'll make our way towards Zamora.
So in other words, cowards with no ambition to do better in life, just milk your goats and move on.
And then
Fine.
out of literally nowhere, Sheer like materializes, spinning the dagger, which I cannot do, so I'm not gonna bust my pencil to do it. But she's doing that thing where she's got it like between her fingers and stuff. And she's like, not just cowards, not just ambitionless, but also idiots to be walking around all over the place with no way to make a fire. How strange. How did you live this long?
We're just trying to make our way to Zamora. Like, it's not, and they're all three freaked out that you just like magically like come up behind them. They had no idea you were there. So
I have that effect.
yeah, and like they're shocked and like maybe even one of them might kind of go for his dagger.
Oh, please.
But it's
he reaches
just
for the dagger. I
like,
put my hand on my great sword. I don't suggest you do that.
and he takes his hand off and is like, look, we're not here for trouble. We're just trying to make our way to the next city, and we've happened to cross paths. We mean you no harm. Just please do whatever it is that you're here to do, and we will move along.
Quick question, Scott. Do harmless, hapless people actually exist in the world of Conan?
Yeah, there's peasants, like
Harmless.
there's normal, like not everybody is a big, strong adventurer.
Harmless and hapless with blades and leather armor. Well, you've got a choice here. You pack up and start walking.
I take it back. They're not wearing leather armor. I'm
Okay.
not seeing leather armor on their spats. So,
Okay.
But they each have a hand axe and a throwing knife.
So they
Okay.
just have like the basics for foraging food on the way.
Yes.
Okay,
And
all right.
didn't even bring a way to start a fire.
Or maybe they lost their way. I don't know. Anyway. I would feel much better, and so would you, if you kept walking for another couple hours. Tire yourself out. You'll sleep better tonight. This time, yes. Yes, I am threatening you. As I unsheathe my greatsword.
All right. Give me a grit. I don't know if this is how the mechanic is, if the skill is meant to work, but give me a grit roll, and you got a plus.
Sure.
So a D6 plus 8.
Oh. Let's see. So 5 plus 5 plus 3. So 13. And my the D10 was a 9.
Yeah. All that matters is the total. Well, unless you roll a 1, and your flex die. Roll your flex die. Roll a D10.
Yeah, the flex die was the 9. That was the 9. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying.
Yeah. I forgot what it was called. So.
So they will. All three of them will, like they've got their hands up. No, okay, we'll move on. Fine. We're not here for any trouble. We will move along. And they kind of gather up what few belongings they have here around this little makeshift camp, and
let them.
they
I'm not going to
point
force
like
them.
they point like northwest, like Zamora's that way. You say?
That way.
And they're not running, but they will start walking away.
Before they get away from me, when I'm still like materialized way too close for their comfort, I will hand one of them just a basic flint. I mean, it's not on my character sheet, but come on, everybody. do better next
You're going
time.
in. Yeah.
And then when one of them goes to take it, I'm gonna like, and you didn't see us, and hand it over.
Of course. Sure. We're just trying to get to the next city. It is very nice to meet you both. We will make our way northwest.
Yeah, and then we will take their horrible camp, because it doesn't even have a fire, and start a fire and make a better one. And then I'll just kind of like look over at Angus and be like, well, if things don't go well, we at least have some toys on the way home.
So, are you going to bed down and sleep through the night? Are you going to go ahead and try to check out the dome?
I mean, I'm good with going and checking out the dome already. Main reason I wanted them moving along is because I didn't want them stealing my horse.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Worst case, we get over there and find out that can't see what's going on with the lock, so we'll have to check it out in the morning.
That sounds very reasonable. We'll just a little peek.
A little reconnoiter, if you will.
All right. So you guys leave the horses there. You make a fire and kind of throw out some bedrolls, and you've got the horses kind of harnessed to the ground where they can't run off. And you make your way towards the dome, and this is a strange ancient stone that looks fresh, as if it had never been exposed to years, decades, perhaps centuries of desert weathering. The dome bears carvings and glyphs of an unknown origin. And you make your way up to the top, and there's a circular door, an aperture at the very top of the dome. It appears to be the only way in. Sort of a lid or a plug. There's a wheel to tighten and lock and loosen. This lid is made of some sort of ancient metal. Seems well preserved, like the rest of the dome. Give me a wits check, both of you.
That is a 6 for me, but I rolled a 10 on my D10.
Okay, so do you want to just give yourself another stamina, or I mean, that's not going to really affect the wits roll.
If we can successfully do this without using the D10, then yeah, I'll just bank it. But if the D10
this particular thing is a like, if you roll above a 5, you get this information. If you roll above an 8, you get this information. You roll above an 11, you get this information. So you're going to get something there. I'll tell you, like with the flex die, on a 10 on the flex die, if you want to bump up to the next level, we'll do it. I don't think that's how this game is meant to do, but I'm going to do it because I love you, Jenna.
Yeah, cash in a little bonus. We could, yeah, that sounds good. Because this is how we start the adventure. Like, this is the prep. This is getting in. So I want that part to go well. We can at least pretend we're a little bit professionals before everything goes to pot.
Angus, what did you roll on your wits roll?
Well, so I got, my flex dice was a 6, and let's see, I get a whole whopping +2 on my wits roll. So all total, that makes it a 3.
That feels very right, though, doesn't it?
So you notice everything I've already said. Sheer notices the site seems to have been buried soon after it was constructed. Why would those who raised it bury it so quickly? The symbols seem reminiscent of Stygian. Perhaps these were early ancestors of the Stygian people, which is a country in Hyboria. So there is some kind of a tie to modern times. But it seems ancient, but brand new at the same time. It's not relict at all.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like a submarine hatch. There's a door, like a lid on this hole, and a wheel that spins to clamp it down. What do you want to do?
I want to take some of this metal and have it made into a sword if it's going to be that old and that pristine, but that's neither here nor there.
What's his name doesn't get a cut of that part.
We're not inside the temple or the dome yet, so. Well, shall I see if we can turn this wheel and open this door?
Absolutely, I think we shall.
So, you want a might roll to see if I can pop that open?
No. No, you grab it and spin it. Well, which way do you spin it?
He's saying, do you touch it with your hands?
Which way do you spin it?
Well, we got a 50-50. I mean, I assume, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but that might not apply in Conan.
So yeah, you put your hands on it and go, and nothing happens. It doesn't move at all, and then you go the other way, and it easily just spins open.
Oh, because you rolled a 3 on your wits.
Like it kind of, like there's no like Raiders of the Lost Ark like gas escaping, but it raises up this like door, kind of raises up, and then you realize it's got a hinge on it, and it just kind of tilts over to the left, and there's this opening going down into the darkness.
Rather ingenious door, but shall I go first, or you want to go first?
You want to drop a torch down, or anything? Like, what do you like? Are you just gonna rig some rope and?
I was kind of thinking that, yeah, like drop the equivalent of, well, not a match. They wouldn't have matches, but you know what I mean, like something. I guess a torch would be fine. That feels kind of big, but
I want to drop a rock first. See how long it falls before it hits something.
Like you drop a rock in, and it will go for 3 seconds, and you hear it clang against metal.
Okay, so a metal bottom, not sand, not water.
So it's a full structure in there. We're learning so many things.
3 seconds, that's quite the drop.
Yeah, Scott, the way you were like, I don't know how much, is this like, it's supposed to be, oh, this is a long drop, or is it supposed to be like, oh, that's not very long?
It's not very long with a rope. If you jump, you're going to be in trouble.
if you jump, the game won't be very long.
Yeah. One shot,
Oh,
instant one shot. But like if you, there's it's easy enough to tie rope up and get all three of you down, the two of you and Silver. Doesn't seem too scary, or it doesn't seem too far down. Now it did seem far enough that if you were to just leap in, like, you're at least going to be going away with a broken leg, if not two.
As much as I like collecting broken legs, I don't want my own legs to be broken. So I think we're going to go down with a rope. I would like to start, and I would like to go down kind of slowly so I can just be like listening, basically.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and drop that torch down there, and I'll lower you down.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Well of Souls style, you guys toss a rope or a torch down. You don't see any movement, no snakes. But what you can make out, like, you see the torch stops, and it appears to be about 20 feet down.
Okay.
So you've got plenty of rope for that. You can easily.
When you said the torch stops, I was like, the torch just stops falling in midair, and then I was like, oh, it lands.
When the torch hits the ground, it's about 20 feet.
We'll be back when we have a sorcerer.
Then you know that you found. It's the Flore.
So Sheer is going down then?
Yes.
Tie her up and lower her down.
That was really good.
So Sheer will go down, then I'm assuming Silver, and then Angus.
Yes.
Will kind of manhandle his way down the rope. He's lowering the other two. He's going to have to kind of climb down on his own.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, you're a big, strong barbarian. The firelight illuminates only a portion of this circular, high-ceilinged chamber. The ground beneath your feet is a mix of cracked sandstone tiles and natural earth. The walls stretch up to form the dome overhead. At the center of the room, lining up directly below the aperture from which you entered, lies a large, perhaps 30 feet in diameter, portal lid, its surface etched in ominous figures and horrifying creatures seemingly conjured from the nightmares of an ancient civilization. Heavy chains stretch across this crisscrossed to form an X. It's as foreboding a warning as any you've seen. The chamber that once led north has collapsed and remains impassable. A doorless arch on the eastern side of the room leads to a deeper passage, and on the western side of the room stands a door of cold-hammered copper.
Well, I haven't seen very many doors holding in eldritch horrors, but I feel like this is probably one of those.
So you don't want to do the copper door?
I didn't say that.
Both of you give me an edge roll, please.
Sure. I rolled another 10 on my die, so like, I think I like this D10. But so are we? This edge roll, are we sneaking? Is that what?
No, this
okay,
is just
so just
for you to notice something.
Just an 8 for me.
Okay.
Just an 8 and then a 10 on my
Okay.
flex.
Angus?
8 on my flex and total of 9 for my edge.
So you guys are standing there looking around and kind of taking in your surroundings in this room. These big, huge, heavy chains going across the floor, and these carvings going up the dome, almost like it's a ward keeping something in. Maybe that's why the door was so easy to open. It was keeping something in rather than keeping something out. And you hear the rope that you had tied to the hinge fall and coil at your feet. And you both look up and see Radon in the hole, and he gives you a little salute, and the seal closes, and you hear the wheel turn.
Remind me to
that's-
kill him later.
Oh no, mine. We'll do it together.
Remind me to make you forget to kill him later so that you'll remind me to kill him later.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh well, I suppose we'll just have to wake up the Eldritch Horror to get our money back.
So, as I said, you've got a door going to the east, a door going to the west, and this heavy chained opening in the floor. What would you like to do?
Personally, I feel like the opening in the floor can wait until last.
Agreed. The opening to the east goes down though, so we probably don't want to head down just yet.
Yeah,
I'm tempted about that bronze door.
that.
Let's take a look at it.
Sorry, was there a bronze door and a copper door?
Oh, copper door, I'm sorry.
Copper door.
No.
Widths of 2. I don't know the difference between copper and bronze.
It's
Shiny
dark in
gold.
here, I'm sure. Well, also, are there spots on the walls for? Is there like torches? Is there spots to make it?
Sconces.
Yeah, sconces,
sure.
like that sort of thing. Because I feel like at this point it's kind of like we're the only ones down here. We might as well just light it up.
That we know of.
That we know of. We might as well make it easier for ourselves to see, and then if there are any like traps or accidentally a big button that says press here to unlock Godzilla, we can just not press the Godzilla button.
I like to push the Godzilla button.
I mean,
Anyway.
like,
So there's a copper door to the west and an opening to the east. What do you want to do?
You
Copper
said the
door.
opening. Yeah, you said the opening to the east kind of goes down into a
Yep.
shape something below. So yeah, copper door.
So you
Look
walk
at it.
up. You walk up to this copper door, and like Jenna said, there's sconces around the base of the dome, and as you walk up, you can use your torch to light them and have a little bit of light. You're standing in front of this copper door. What do you do?
Anything etched on it, or just plain flat, smooth?
Plain?
I would like to examine
Window?
it. Can I find any grooves? Is maybe not like traps, so to speak, but like hidden latches, I guess, is more what I'm like.
Yeah.
Like
Give me an edge roll.
Oh,
It's sort of your
did I
jam.
get a stamina from the last one? That's
Mhm.
okay. Can you go above your the stamina points I start with is 4?
Nope. You can go. You can get as many as you want.
Okay, so I have 5
That's
stamina.
what like they're there to be spent. They're like luck rolls and or luck
In some
points
games,
and DCC.
what you start with is like your max. So I just wanted
Yeah.
to. Why did I do math though? I don't like math. That's not why I do games that involve math. Every single one of them does. Let's see.
Don't forget your flex die.
It's a 9, and then the flex die is just a 4.
All right. So Cheryl walks up to this door and kind of takes a look at it and examines it. You spot a trap. There's an overhead slab of brickwork set to fall as soon as the door is open. You also spot a wedge-shaped brick resting next to the door, which seems to have been crafted to fit in beneath the slab of bricks to lock them in place.
Okay. So I'm like, don't touch.
And so that would be
Pick me up.
the mechanism to disarm the trap.
So I'm gonna have him pick me up, hoist me up there, and I'm gonna go whoop, and I'm going to put the no brick in the don't squish me position.
Right. So yeah, you disarm the trap, and you're pretty sure that it's safe. You open it.
See, I knew those were a good reason for bringing you.
It's because I'm so cute. I have such a winning personality. I'm a great conversationalist. There's many reasons to bring me. I think I must have misunderstood you then. I thought you said that the door was totally smooth, that there's no like handle or anything.
No, there's handles, but there was just nothing marking it. There's no glyphs or sigils or anything.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I checked.
Ornate.
I'm glad I checked anyway, but I was trying to find the way to open the door. I didn't realize that there was handles on it.
There's handles.
Okay.
And it doesn't appear to be locked. It was just trapped.
It's a good idea to check for traps anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. Is this a pull door, perhaps?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. So, that being the case, I'm going to take the length of rope, which we now fully have at our disposal, and I'm going to tie it to the door, and I'm going to walk towards the other end of the room and yank from over there, just in case there's a trap from the other side as well.
Okay. The door
Because now that there's
open.
been one, I don't trust it.
The door swings open, and it looks like it opens onto a larger, or not a larger, but a large room.
So grab the torch and take a look inside the large room and see what we see.
Door opens onto another large room where a heaving of the earth has left its mark. Much of the roof has collapsed, but a portion of the chamber remains, free of rubble. A stone dais sits partially covered by rubble, half of it shattered and strewn across the floor. Within this heap is a silver chest, about as big as a loaf of bread.
Adorable. I would like to have... I don't actually know if it works this way, but I assume that silver is like... not a service animal, but like... like a police dog sort of thing. Like, that we can get him to like sniff around and stuff like that. So I'm going to...
Find us drugs.
Silver he's our drug dog. That's where we get all our drugs from. We get free drugs because Silver sniffs them down, and then we kill whoever has them. Sometimes Silver sniffs down a sandwich instead, and then we get a free sandwich instead of free drugs. But yeah, so before we touch anything, I'm just gonna like whistle at Silver to see what he can find. Which I don't know how dog noses work, really, or like how wolf noses work. I don't think that he would be like sniffing out for gold, but maybe for like if there's like a person or a creature in here, or if something is like poison, or he would be able to like hear if there's like a, I don't know.
He
Just
runs
something
in
off.
and he kind of like sniffs around. He kind of he kind of checks out that the chest, but doesn't really give it much mind. But he doesn't act like there's no reaction. He doesn't get any.
He doesn't like alert or point.
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Well, in
I'll
that
head
case,
in behind him shortly.
then we saunter in. And I'm just gonna look at the tiny little chest and be like, he wanted a third of this.
Obviously not. He ruined his deal, obviously. He's also going to die. Did I mention he's going to die?
Let's make a deal. We'll split him 50-50.
I'll cut him in half. You get to choose which side you want.
That sounds fair.
Anyway. Silver.
Like
I would
if
like
you
to go.
like if you go digging through, like if the chest is sitting there kind of sticking up out of this rubble, but if you kind of kick around and look, there's several trinkets, gold and silver, a few cups teeming with ancient coins. All said, you might come up with, you feel like it's a few nights lodging and food. But no like vast riches, but you could at least make it a few nights on this, and then whatever's inside this chest. Do you open the chest?
While Angus is stuffing one of the fantasy equivalent of a duffel bag that we brought with a burlap sack, I guess. While he's stuffing that full with all the stuff that you're talking about, I would like to just examine this little chest.
Okay.
Does it look like, is it just like a jewelry box? Like just a little...
It's about the size of a loaf of bread. So maybe a foot and a half long, and just...
Okay. Clarinet case. Got it.
Yeah.
So I will happily sit and take a moment to pick that lock.
It's not locked.
Share, don't forget traps.
You're no fun.
I mean, but you're alive, right?
Well, yeah, the thing with the one shot is if I as the thief go, I'm gonna check for traps on every single thing. It adds like lots of padding, so I have not been trying to do like everything, but yeah, maybe if this is like some weird enchanted cursed amulet or whatever, sure, we'll do a quick little peeky poo.
All right, give me an edge roll.
Okay, that is 5 plus 5 plus 1 is 11.
It doesn't seem trapped. You didn't notice any trap. There's no lock on it. There's just a one of those little clasps that just kind of folds down. But there's no lock. There's no keyhole or a padlock or anything. It's just clasp shut. And you don't recognize any traps.
See that, I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't check it for traps and flip it open going, what could possibly go wrong? And as I touch it, I'm gonna go, come on. There's nothing in here. Everything's open. And I'm just gonna pop the lid.
Inside is a dagger, ornately carved from an unknown metal. Its hilt has been deftly engraved with features jade, gold, and rubies. Its pommel is shaped into a toothy, devouring maw, as if a creature is eating the dagger from the bottom up. Its guard and heft are shaped to resemble a secondary knife plunging into the creature's mouth. It is as if the weapon is attacking itself.
Hey, look, Angus. They carved your mom on here.
They did. Wow. Uncanny likeness. Look, do you want this thing or not?
Yes, but we're not gonna use it because
Why
it
not?
looks real spooky in here. And using spooky things is how you get super cursed.
All right, well, just keep in mind if you find like a really spooky greatsword, I'm using it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's it. You have every rights to your spooky greatsword. But, Scott remembers what happened last time someone gave me a spooky dagger. I turned out to be a KGB double agent, and I brought a Cthulhu kaiju into the world.
She double-crossed all of us. So that appears to be everything in this small, or well, it's a large room, but it's much smaller than the dome, the entrance that you came in.
So the whole dome is like pristine, and even though it's ancient, everything's like perfect, brand new. But there was a cave-in here, or like an earthquake?
Yes, and like when you were standing in the middle of the dome, going north, there was a doorway that was just completely collapsed. Like it was damaged by this earthquake that happened, but that's what revealed the dome to begin with. But what you can see is pristine and brand new. But there was damage.
Okay. But there's not like a way out through here. There's not like
No
other doors.
Yeah, okay.
No, just the door
Take
you came
the
in.
rubble a little bit. Yeah.
There's a dais and this box, and then the wall forward had collapsed.
I don't feel like digging through any of that. Not right now. There's other options.
No, probably when we exhaust all our other options, we're gonna have to come back here and set all the stones together so we can pile up and get back up to the top. And I'm not looking forward to that. That's hard work. I don't become a thief because I like hard work. However, if I'm looking at a dais and a super cursed knife, and then some sort of explosion and/or earthquake comes out from behind it, that seems to me like there was maybe a little bit of something going on there. So we're not going to touch that at the moment. We'll see what other easy pickings we can find.
And other ways out.
Yes. So it seems at this moment like the opening to the east that goes slightly down is the next.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it's either that or the doorway in the floor that is chained shut with 2 heavy chains.
I didn't realize that you were gonna just drop us into my Blades in the Dark game.
I didn't write this. This is just where we're at.
You're stealing all my ideas. for cultists and stuff. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, we're not as cowardly as the people that we passed, and we're not as inept, but we are looking to get rich quick with as little effort as possible. And when you're attacking a person, you don't tend to like sit and observe carvings on a dais. You just go find a different door. So that's what we're going to do first.
Okay.
Open door south. Not south, east.
There's not a door. It's just an opening going down
Right.
into a corridor. If you the eastern passage yawns open, leading to a long hall, perhaps 10 feet wide, 10 feet high. The walls have been carved from natural stone, mixed in some portions with orange sandstone brickwork. After approximately 40 feet, the hallway ends at a cave-in. Whatever chambers might lie beyond are inaccessible, but a fissure riven in the wall is wide enough for a character to squeeze through. Beyond this passage is a passage made from a natural cave system sloping down. So there's been a cave-in, but it's like I don't know if you either, I know Jenna hasn't, but if you've played Star Wars Fallen Order or Survivor, Cal like squeezes through all these little tight places. So there's a cave-in, but there's a little tight little fissure that you could squeeze through if you want to go forward.
So then, just so I'm clear on this, the cave-in showed where this is something that was originally not connected to the dome, or originally this just
it was a corridor going down. There was brickwork and this was made.
But it just goes into more of a natural.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. What do you have?
Possibly a way out, but we can always make it back in. That's an awfully tight fit, though. I'm a little,
You could make it. It's big enough for Angus to get through.
Just
like you just have to go one at a time. Whoever goes first is going to be alone for a minute. But it's big enough for all three of you to make it through if you want.
Mm-hmm. I'll slip through first, and then I've got the torch.
all right, and I'll follow along.
All right. Both of you give me an edge check.
6 and a 5 on the
Flex die.
8. What's the target that we're going for here? Like, do we know it, or is it hidden?
No, well, I mean, here again, this is a range. So if you beat a 6, you know this. If you beat a 9, you know this. So beating a 6, you both hear a scratching or clicking sound, but you can't really tell where it's coming from. Make your way further down but it like you're when you come through this fissure, you open up into a larger room, like a cave almost. But it still has brickwork. It's still man-made, but this is more of a cavern type place. It's not as there's no metal, we'll say. But it is a larger room. It's not, the hallway doesn't extend. When you come through this rubble, you're in a bigger open room.
Okay.
Do we still hear that clicking noise?
Yeah, you're hearing this scratching, clicking, but it seems to be coming from all around you.
I am going to whistle to Silver and see if Silver can triangulate a little better.
Yeah, I mean,
being in a bigger room, I'm going to go ahead and make sure my grade is ready.
Okay. Yeah, Silver doesn't. He's kind of at a loss, just like you guys are. It seems to be like there's just this echo throughout this chamber. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. So that will be an edge check. This time there's no flex die. So just roll an edge check, still with the die and the value added to it, and any edge modifiers you may get. Those still apply. So just an edge check with no flex die. And
8.
So
I need
8.
to- Okay. So you both rolled an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the higher value on edge?
Probably me, I would imagine. My value is a 5.
I'm sure Sheer does. Yeah.
Yeah, Angus is a 4. So
Yeah, mine's
okay,
a 4,
so she will go before Angus. Angus goes last. And I'm gonna say Silver goes on Sheer's turn, since this whole mess is Jenna's fault.
Fault. Yeah.
But so as you guys are kind of looking around in this large empty room, you're hearing this sound, and all of a sudden the walls kind of start crumbling, and these scorpions come out of the walls. There's these fissures and holes in the walls, and these scorpions, these large giant scorpions come flying out, or not flying, but falling out. And we are in
Falling.
combat. There are there are 4 of these scorpions, and they all go first, but they are away from you, so they will all use their actions to get up into close range. And this is a game that is in ranges, so they're going to use their actions to get into range. So now it is Shears and then Silver's turn. And now that they're in range, you can attack them, and without having to move, because they move to you. Or you can run away. You have 2 actions per round, so you can move and then act. So you have two giant scorpions are coming up to you, and 2 giant scorpions are coming up to Angus. So what would you like to do, Sheer?
And these are, I mean, they're big enough that we're fighting them with normal weapons, or even giant,
Yes.
we're still like trying to smush them with boots.
No, not to, I mean, like, you could try to step on it. Maybe if you get its head, you could do some damage. I've got an image up on the stream, but yeah, we'll say they're
Yeah.
5 feet, 4 to 5 feet long.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
So-
they're big. They're big. So, but they're not massive, like,
Right.
you know.
I have throwing knives, so
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is just try and like move back away from them and then throw knives rather than being in close range with scorpions.
Okay. So you're going to move and then throw with a ranged attack, which is what a throwing knife would be.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure, because it is different. With might, you still do, or with a melee attack, you still do your might check as normal. With a ranged attack,
Well,
determined by
it doesn't.
the edge stat is not added to the damage value of ranged attack. So it's not the attack; it's the damage. So with a melee attack, you add your when you roll your damage, you add your might stat to the result of the damage roll. But with a ranged attack, it's just the damage, the weapon's damage. So you're going to throw a dagger at one of these scorpions. So that's going to be an edge roll from you against their physical defense, which is going to be a 5.
Okay. Do I use my D10 for this one?
Yep.
When using a one-handed light or medium melee weapon. No, I'm not. That's not melee. I said I was doing throwing knives, so that's only 10.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit. So the damage, what is the damage listed on?
Is 1d4.
Okay, so give me a d4 roll, and let's see what if they have an armor.
That's only a 1.
Okay.
Does she roll flex dice for that too?
Yeah, you roll
said
flex
it's
die on your
everything
damage.
except. Oh,
Oh, shoot. Dropped it. Let me... There we go. Nah, it's a 2.
easy killer.
Well, that's why I got the thing, because otherwise they're just... I'm yeeting them.
All right, so I'm going to get something here. So I've got 1, 2, 4. All right, so Angus, it is your turn. You have 2 of these big boys on you.
Silver.
You have 2 actions, so
Silver.
you can attack twice, or you can move and attack.
Are we having Silver do anything?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
yeah, silver goes on my turn.
I forgot all about Silver. Do you want Silver to attack the one you hit or the one you did not hit?
The one I didn't hit. Let me...
All right, so Silver's stats are at the bottom of the sorcerer's page. So give me a, that would be a might roll. So give me a D8 plus 3.
A wolf applies a -1 modifier to attacks against targets within close range of fire. Oh, that's literally fire. Okay, that's Well, I'm holding a torch, aren't I?
Yeah,
So
that's
-1
that's range of, like, if they're standing right next to it. But I'm gonna say Silver is running at it, and he gets 2 actions. The wolf gets 2 actions, so he can do 2 attacks.
Sure.
Well, no, if he's running up to it, he only gets 1.
Yeah.
So give me a D8 plus 3.
For his might, I'm assuming.
Hmm?
He rolled dumb low though. Okay, so I rolled a 2. His might is 3, so that's 5. I don't see anything else about.
That 5 is a hit. So give me a what his bite is.
It is 1d6 plus 3.
And roll a flex die.
He rolled a 6 on his d6.
Ooh.
So that's 9 damage, and then let me roll the flex die. He only rolled a 2 on the flex, but he does 9 damage.
Yeah, so Silver jumps on this thing and like it's almost like he jumps on this scorpion's back and bites down like right behind it. It gets it right where his shell protecting the head and the back kind of meet. He bites down right there and like yanks his head and rips this thing's head clean off. And that one's gone.
Good to know.
So,
Well, okay.
Angus, you've got 2 of them right next
Good
to
dog.
you. You can move and attack or do 2 attacks.
Well, I think we're probably going to do 2 attacks. So we'll start. The one on the right, whatever that is.
That'll be number 3. Don't forget your flex die.
Okay, so as an 8, might roll be a d6 5, so 11 plus 1 because I did under all my might attacks. So 12 to hit.
Yeah. All right, that is a hit. Roll me your damage.
Okay. D as well. Flip 2, roll a 4 plus might, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with
So
might,
that'll
with
be
a
a total
melee
of
attack,
9.
you're adding your might just like normal. So roll the die and add your value.
Right. Right. So, and that's I don't have +1 to all my might rolls I roll for checks and attacks, but not damage.
Yes.
Although I do have rollers, so I do add it +1. So grand total is 10. Not a great die roll on the d12, but
No,
that's okay.
that is so. That's with your broadsword.
Great sword, but yes.
Great sword. Yeah, you swing down and just kind of cleave this thing in twain. Like you chop it straight down the middle. And then there's another on your right. So if you want to attack
I will
it, give me a go through the
continue
same
my
thing.
swing
Give me an
and,
attack
see if
roll
I hit.
and a flex die roll.
We are just all about cleaving in twain today.
Attack and flex. Oh.
Welcome
Yes.
to Conan.
Yeah, well, flex die was a 1, so that's not helpful. But mate was grand of 11 for a hit,
All right.
I assume.
Yep. That is a hit. Yep. You're looking to
Damage.
spend
And that one would
5.
be. Okay, so flex die was a 9 on the damage. No change there. Damage roll, including my weight and my brawn, comes to a total of 16. I rolled a 10.
Wow.
So yeah, Angus just kind of he chops one in half and then turns and like cuts the other in half like horizontally. Like instead of cutting it straight down the middle like from head to tail, he cuts it from side to side. Either way, both of them are dead. So the one that has a dagger stuck in it is going to turn and attack Silver with its pincher. And so that is going to be a D8.
Rude.
That is a 9 against Silver's
I know.
defense. And Silver's defense is an 8. So
Silver's defense is excellent.
he that is a hit.
But still got hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 9. So that is going to be, the damage is a 1d4 plus 2. So that's 3 points of damage. So Silver takes 3. I think his threshold is 7. No, it's 6. So he's down to 3 hit points. But it is now Shear's turn again.
Well, I don't love that. So, did I kill the scorpion that I had, or I'm still working on him?
No, you only did 1 point of damage to it. You hit it, but you only did 1 point of damage.
Oh, I had the D4. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, what are you talking
Silver
about? I did a
killed
ton of
his,
damage. No, I also
hers,
rolled for
whatever.
Silver. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
Silver killed the one that he attacked.
I'm just, I was like, what are you talking about? I rolled, well, because I rolled for 2 characters, obviously. That's what happens. Okay, so I'm going to, is it edge? Remind me.
If you're throwing a dagger, yes, it is edge.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do that. Wait. The attack roll still has the flex die on it?
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing that doesn't
Yes.
get flex is initiative.
Okay, that is 11 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
And that's a 3 damage.
You didn't get a 10 on your flex.
I got a 9 on my flex,
Okay.
which
Alright.
is just rude, I think.
So another dagger hits it, this time doing a bit more damage, and it is Silver's turn. So give me a might. Silver just took a pinch from this thing. He's probably not exactly happy, so give me a might roll for Silver.
Okay. And that is...
A little bit of yelping there.
Oh, that's the D8. Which is this? That's the D10. He got a 7, so 10 totaled for his might roll.
That is a hit.
And then does he uses the flex die. But that was an 8 on the, that's an 8 on the flex. So then he does 7 damage.
Roll flex on that.
No, yep. 4.
All right. So yeah, he jumps off the back of the one he attacked originally and comes down on the on this last one and just rips it apart. Like just goes at it and just completely tears it apart. And you guys are standing there in this large open room with these scorpion carcasses all around.
Ew.
Let me see here.
Find something to clean my sword with.
That appears to be, you don't see anything else of significance in this room. It appears to be empty. No doorways out, no chest or treasure of any kind. So your only real recourse is to go back to the main entry and see what's going on beneath
Through
that
the train
seal.
door. Is there any way of helping heal Silver at all without magic?
Uh,
Is there a first aid option?
I'm sure there will be in the final game.
Okay.
Can't we just do the video game thing and give him, like, possibly a wheel of cheese or...
In order to regain life points during a game session, characters must perform a recovery. As a standard, each character may take 2 recoveries per tale / game session. Some longer or particularly dangerous tales may instruct the GM to allow for additional recoveries, and the GM is free to provide the characters with more or fewer if they deem it appropriate. Recovery can only be taken when characters are not under duress or in a position of danger. So it's not necessarily a short rest, but if you guys want to stop here and take a breath, like, he can recover.
We can do that.
And get his hit points back. But that's one of his 2 for this story, which we should have ended 5 minutes ago. And
Yeah.
So yeah, he's back to normal. He's back to full health. So you guys make your way back to the main
So we'll make our way back through the yeah.
It seems like the only
Back
way
to the main
is
chamber
now,
and take a look at these chains.
And Angus can make pretty quick work of those, severing them. And there's a series of bolts around this large circle, and the both of you kind of work these bolts, and the door, it's one of those things that, like, it spins and opens as it spins, and there's a
So an iris door.
yeah, there's a staircase beneath the seal that leads down into a hallway. The air beneath the seal is spiked with winter's breath. This break from the desert heat might be welcomed if not for its inexplicable nature. All is silent save for the soft hiss of sand scattering before the icy current. The darkness beyond your firelight is a suffocating pitch, but you can make out a single corridor stretching ahead of you, hinting at the abyssal depths beyond. There's only one path to take, and it leads toward this uncanny chill. And so as you make your way down, you find this corridor. There's a network of natural earth passages. The surfaces have been smoothed, almost like beach stone. Almost as if water once flowed through these tunnels. You descend deeper, the air gets colder. Eventually you discover a small chamber containing a pool of clear water, mirror smooth. The water is cool to the touch, but not quite freezing. Do any of you look into the water? Either of you?
I mean, it seems like the gentlemanly thing to do.
If you look into, give me a D4, both of you, just a straight
We've been
D4.
through the desert for a while. Straight D4. I have one. There
I've
we
been
go.
through the desert on horses with no name. That's a 4.
Yeah. Well, you got the 4, I got the 1, so one of us is gonna die.
Angus looks down into this water and he sees a line of women standing before a fuming pit. As each of them approach the aperture, a priest clad in hideous beastly regalia blesses them, or perhaps performs some form of ledger remained before them. Ledger domain, I don't know that word. Ledger domain before them, After this, one by one, they approach the billowing green smoke and leap into the depths. One woman stops before it, her glazed eyes snapping wide, suddenly lucid. She screams in horror, and a croaking voice answers from below. The priest shoves her with both arms, but she catches him by the wrist, and the two tumble into the depths. Their wails hiss into silence. Then an explosion of stone and flame erupts from the pit. Myriad questing tendrils rise up, attaching themselves to the surrounding walls and heaving ground. A massive, shadowy form begins to take shape. Share what you see. Some cataclysmic disaster has toppled the city. A blade-thin man, bedecked in ritual robes, stands atop a mound of freshly heaved earth, scanning the destruction. Sand and stones cascade into great fissures riven into the earth. All structures raised by the hands of humans have crumbled, save one. A dome stretches above the rubble, unscathed by whatever sorcery leveled the city. Enslaved wretches smooth mortar, putting final touches on the brickwork while whips strike their backs. The sorcerer chants a song, his words indiscernible. Then he walks over the air as if crossing some invisible platform until he reaches a seal at the peak of the dome. On top of this, he carves symbols and images like grimoire. He stares long at his work, fingers fluttering, brows knitting. Seemingly satisfied, he turns from the dome and gazes at the sinking sun in the west. Then he claps his hands together, and the mound upon which he stood moments ago splits in half, sloughing to the earth, burying the dome and all who stood near it, including the sorcerer himself. That's what the two of you see looking into this water. And as you're standing there kind of entranced, you have stirred the water. You reached in and touched it, and you're looking into it, and this all of a sudden the water starts like bubbling and moving, and this creature comes up out of it. First of all, both of you give me a wits roll, please.
7.
5.
Okay. So this creature begins to come up out of this water, and I'm going to throw an image up on the stream. I don't know if either of you are. It comes up out of the water, and this is kind of what you're seeing there. I don't know why my chat window has gotten so screwed up. Every single one of my overlays has got it reversed. But you see this large, like, bulbous creature with these tentacles, and it breaks the surface of the water, and you hear this screech. Off to one side, like we'll say over to the right. Maybe it's Silver that notices it and kind of woofs and points. But you see it's not necessarily a door, but it's like a crack in the wall, and you see a sliver of daylight. Give me another wits roll. Who has that dagger that you found?
I have it.
Well, you both saw it. Both of you give me another wits roll.
6.
7.
Oddly, it's Angus that catches this, but this creature that's breaking forth out of this water it looks like the creature that is the hilt of that dagger that you found. It's almost the same
Mom.
type of creature. So
Obviously.
this thing is huge, by the way. This thing is massive. So you can. This is where we make a decision to kind of close out the night. Are you going to run for this hole in the wall and hope that it leads you out? Or are you going to try to fight this monstrosity that was apparently sealed in here eons ago?
I'm not seeing any gold in this. I say we get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, unless this monstrosity looks like the crab from Moana, then
all right, so you guys are going to run. So give me an edge check, both of you.
All right. Well, we've got a 0 on the flex dice, or 10, and an edge roll of 9.
All right.
I
Well,
also
okay.
have an edge roll of 9.
Your reflex die.
Yep, it's a 7.
Okay. So you guys, just like this thing breaks through the water and just starts screeching this unholy, like, this sound, and you stand there long enough to realize that, like, the dagger that you found may be meant to damage this thing, but it is still just a dagger. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how you could possibly fight this thing. And so you make your way, you run along the edge of the pool and get to this crack in the wall. And as you're like, and maybe with your flex die, Angus, you pick up Silver, and like, cause he's kind of struggling to get through the water or whatever, and you just grab him and manhandle him through this crack. And you both kind of have to climb through and get your way through this crack, but eventually you do make out into sunlight. You're back outside of the dome. You're a good ways away from the dome. And as you come out, you see Radon and the 3 guys that you spoke with last night. They're both standing around the base of the dome. All 4 of them are standing around the base of the dome like they're waiting to see what happens if you come out or not. They don't see you there. What do you do? And we're not going into combat. It's just a matter of what do you want to do? You want to jump them and take them out, or are you just going to try to get through the desert and get back to Zamora?
I mean, we did say that we wanted to kill all of them, so
Yeah.
I think I'm probably a little bit upset. So if anything, I realize you're not getting into combat, but like, look at the dagger, look at the monster and go, nah. But we get out there, they don't see us. I look at the dagger and look at Radan and go,
We have options.
Maybe.
I'm assuming the monster's not like breaking through and coming out, so we
No, like maybe if like as you guys, it's almost like the old Dragon's Lair game. Jenna, do you know what Dragon's Lair is? Please tell me.
oh, of course.
Okay, so like you guys hit the as Sheer is busting through the crack in the wall, a tentacle comes out and smashes and knocks it and brings it down around behind you. But that doesn't stop you from going forward. But it's not coming out after you. But you know that Radon and these three idiots, they're hearing all this screeching. They know something's going on, but they don't see you guys behind them. So if you're going to jump them, yeah, you guys, all three of you, the two of you and Silver, like pretty much just come up behind these guys and just start just surprise them and take them out. Like two of them are dead before they even know you're there.
Right.
And then there's this fight with Radon and the other one. Radon seems to be moving around pretty good. Doesn't look like his leg is as injured as he might have let on.
We'll fix that.
But you guys take them out, and you're standing there at the base of this dome with this. You've got a handful of silver and gold that you found in that room, and you've got this dagger that you think could be worth something, and you have the knowledge of this this dome, whatever this was, that was meant to keep. And the name of this this creature that was down in the base is Thule the Formless, by the way.
Fancy.
Thule is a creature inspired by both Thog and Thog from Robert E. Howard's The Slithering Shadow and A Witch Shall Be Born. So this is directly based off things from Robert E. Howard's stories. But you know where this dome is, and but you have the dagger and the little bit of silver and gold that you had, which, like I said, is, we'll say it's a week's worth of a hotel stay and food. So you've got room and lodging for the next week, at least get you through the next little bit.
Well, I'm definitely not going back and fighting that thing because, well, I'm no fool.
Not today, anyway.
I'm assuming. Do you take Radon out, or do you?
Oh yeah.
You're going to take him out.
He was. If he knows about this thing, he was sacrificing us to it. If he doesn't know about this thing, he's still abandoned us in there. No, he's gone.
Yeah. He didn't know what was down there, but that's what they were waiting on you to come out, and they were going to kill you and take whatever you found.
Right.
But they're at their camp. You find their camp again, and there's some food and coin. Again, there's some silver and gold on their person, so you clean them out. And the next day, it's morning, so you get on your horses and make your way. Or do you go back to Zamora, or you go in another direction and head to another city? You guys. You know Zamora is the closest, but you also know there's other places. There's plenty of places to go.
We probably just keep moving.
Yeah, because if we go back to Zamora, they're going to expect us to return their horses, and yeah. We'll keep going and maybe see if anybody knows anything about this dagger, and consequently about the blob thing, the tentacles.
Yeah. All right.
The
So
one that we really should call your mom.
I'm not calling my mom. You can't make me.
what's a call? So yeah, that is the end of the story. I cut a few corners just to save time. The scorpions, there should have been a scorpion mother involved in that scene. That was very, very much bigger and much more dangerous, but I was trying to speed things up because I knew we were running out of time. But and the encounter with the the thieves at the beginning, like that could have devolved into a fight if you guys pushed it. But yeah, there's several things we kind of glossed over in this.
Yeah, we kinda-
thank you, Obelisk, for reminding me to raid. I don't know if there's anybody going right now we can raid. But yeah, that is going to be it for us this evening. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to Tim for joining us here at the Random Encounters Guild. Let me see if there's anybody. Nalkar is streaming right now. He's a member of the guild. We can stream. We can rate them. But yeah. So like I said, moving forward, I'm not sure what we're gonna run next week. It may be Kinless if something doesn't come up. But this was a quick start. The one shot of this game. I was just interested in it and wanted to try it out. Thank you to Jenna, and Jenna is with the Film Gamer Party. There's their link to their channel. They run a lot of cool games there.
Well, we will.
Wednesday morning is the best morning of the week because we have Morning Initiative over there on their channel. And is your show coming back, Jenna?
Yeah. I am still moving in, and we had flooding in the garage, and just normal fun stuff that, you know. So I would like next week to maybe be able to stream would be good. Barring like literally an act of God, it seems, but maybe.
Okay.
In which case you will be able to find me on my channel, Film Gamer Party. I think that Colossal is happening on Tuesdays, so probably like Thursdays, maybe Mondays. I'll figure it out to do Beta Proxima, which is Starforged solo with chat and sometimes my husband Caleb.
And that's the way I run Kinless too. Is chat does a lot of the roles, so that's what makes it fun to stream a solo game. Tim, do you have anything going at the moment, or are we just looking forward to
nothing
starting up?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Traveler starting up. You know, I've always loved playing that. Just got out of a game that just ended because of life. As far as my personal thing, I'm still in the process of, like Jenna said, I'm in the process of building a house. So kind of takes up all my time right now. So when I can get in and game, that's great. And thanks for having me here.
Well, I'm glad you joined us. Thank you very much to both of you for sitting in with me. Like I said, this was just a cool new mechanic. I was very interested in running this. Probably going to start working on some more chain theory stuff, which is the game that I'm working on, an original game system that I'm building. It's been kind of on the shelf for a bit, but I'm gonna kind of dust it off and start working on that again. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid Dalkar. It looks like they are playing Destiny 2. So we'll jump in. They're a member of the guild, and we're just gonna throw them some support. So tell them hey when we get in there. Otherwise, we will see you. We'll see you Sunday night for either Kinless or some kind of chain theory shenanigans, whatever I come up with. Thank you again for joining me, Jenna and Tim, and we'll see you next week. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.